Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Joan Vassos reveals connection between Chock and Kevin Costner. Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos wasn't shy about admitting a massive crush on Kevin Costner. She revealed the surprising connection between the actor and her fiancé, Chock. Keep reading to find out more. Joan Vassos reveals connection between Chock and Kevin Costner. Joan Vassos dropped a fun fact earlier this year that she made a cameo in the background in a scene from the Rob Lowe flick Elmo's Fire in the 1980s. She admitted to a decades-long crush on the popular actor. He recently reacted to the news. She also confessed to having a major crush on Yellowstone actor Kevin Costner. Fans of the show were devastated when his character was killed off after tense contract negotiations. Joan spilled to Decider that there's actually a secret connection between Kevin Costner and her fiancé, Chock. The outlet asked the engaged couple how they maintained secrecy until the Golden Bachelorette season finale aired. Joan and Chock spilled the alias they used in their phones to keep their engagement a secret. Chock revealed he used Katie Vanter for Joan. She used her crush's name for Chock in her contacts, but for long. He's not on this season though, so I'm sorry, Kevin Costner. You're done. And today I'm gonna change his name to a normal name in my phone because he's still Kevin in my phone, Joan joked. Inside their happy couple weekends, another way Bachelor Nation couples keep their relationship from fans is happy couple weekends planned by the production team. The couples hole up together in an undisclosed location for short visits until after the season finale when they can be out in public together. Chock and Joan revealed to Decider what they did during their weekends together. We did crosswords, puzzles. We had a couple members of the production team over for dinner, which was probably one of the more enjoyable things, Chock revealed. Joan spilled, I remember my favorite day, and it introduced me to the person that Chock really was. I had to go to the stylist place to do a long day of fittings for a bunch of things I needed outfits for. And I came home, I was tired, and pulled into the driveway, and I walked up. And when the car pulled out, he came out of the house and had a glass of wine for me. And I came inside, and he had dinner made. I was like, oh, I'm marrying this man, definitely. When Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos began her journey to find love among silver foxes and seasoned charmers, she expected heartfelt confessions, maybe a serenade or two, and a few awkward dance moves. But what she didn't expect? A surprising Hollywood connection tucked beneath the warm smile of one of her suitors, Chock. A connection that leads straight to Yellowstone legend himself, Kevin Costner. And no, Chock isn't Kevin's long-lost cousin. It's even juicier than that. A quiet cowboy with a secret past. From the moment Chock stepped out of the limo, fans noticed his cowboy boots and that soft-spoken, rugged demeanor, a combination that had Bachelor Nation wondering if Joan had found her very own Dutton. But Chock rarely talked about his past. He seemed more interested in Joan's love of cooking and their shared appreciation for long walks without Wi-Fi. But behind the scenes, there was more to Chock than sunset chats and shy smiles. During an exclusive sit-down on this week's episode of Golden Confessions, Behind the Roses, Joan dropped a bombshell that left both viewers and producers stunned. I didn't want to say anything on camera, Joan admitted. But during one of our one-on-one dates, Chock opened up about something that blew my mind. He used to work with Kevin Costner on set. Wait, what? From ranch hand to film stand-in. It turns out, before his retirement and move to the mountains of Montana, Chock spent 2 decades working as a livestock coordinator and occasional stand-in on various Western film sets. His crowning achievement? Helping train the horses and manage the authentic cattle drives for none other than Dances with Wolves and Open Range. Yes, Joan laughed. Chock actually lived that cowboy life. And not in a cosplay way. He was wrangling horses before it was trendy again. She continued, he said Kevin Costner was a perfectionist, but incredibly kind. They'd share coffee in the early morning before call times, talk about life, about family. And Chock said he once accidentally called him Kev without realizing it. Kevin just chuckled and said, "Only my friends call me that. Guess you made the list." Kevin Costner's influence on Chock's heart. The connection goes beyond professional ties, though. Joan revealed that it was a piece of advice from Costner that helped shape the kind of man Chock would eventually become. Apparently, during a wrap party, Kevin gave a toast, Joan said, and he looked right at Chock and said, "Don't waste a minute of your life wishing you'd said something to someone you loved." Chock said that line stayed with him for years, and that's why he applied to be on the show. Viewers always suspected Chock was holding something back, that quiet storm brewing behind his eyes. Now it all makes sense. His courage to open his heart in his 60s wasn't just inspired by loneliness or fate. It was sparked by wisdom from one of Hollywood's most iconic romantics, a special gift from the past. As if that wasn't enough, Joan shared that Chock surprised her with a very personal memento during a private dinner date that wasn't aired on television. "He gave me this old, folded photograph," Joan said. "It was him and Kevin on set, both covered in dust, smiling like boys after a long ride. And on the back, Kevin had written, 'To Chock, the real cowboy. Ride on, brother.'" Joan admitted she was so touched she nearly cried. "I realized I wasn't just dating a sweet, down-to-earth man," she said. "I was dating a guy who'd lived 100 lives, who'd helped make the world fall in love with cowboys again." Fans react. Chock is our Dutton now. Bachelor Nation lost its collective mind once the interview aired. Chock is basically the Kevin Costner of Golden Bachelorette. Rugged, humble, deep. One fan tweeted, "Joan better not let this man go," another posted. "He's literally a walking romance novel." Even Costner's name began trending briefly on social media, with fans jokingly begging him to make a cameo during hometowns or even officiate a Golden Bachelorette wedding if Chock wins the final rose. So, what does this mean for Joan's heart? Joan remained coy when asked if Chock was her front runner, but her smile said plenty. "He just makes you feel seen," she whispered. "Like you're the only woman in the room. And when he looks at you, it's like he's reading poetry off your face. I can't explain it." Though the rose ceremonies are still in full swing, and a few dramatic contenders remain, we're looking at you, Pascal with the private jet. It seems Chock's Hollywood past and sincere heart have given him a serious edge. One more twist. Kevin might be watching. According to Joan, Chock confessed that he sent Kevin a letter before leaving for filming. "It was more of a thank you note," Joan said. "Just to say, hey, I'm finally taking your advice." Whether Kevin replied remains a mystery, but fans are hoping a special reunion, or at least a heartfelt message from Costner, is in the cards for the finale. From behind the camera to center stage, Chock Chapel may not be chasing stardom, but he's certainly captured America's attention, and possibly Joan's heart. With each rose ceremony, the man who once walked the plains of Dakota with movie legends is proving that sometimes the best love stories begin in silence, bloom with sincerity, and gallop straight out of nowhere when you least expect it. And somewhere out there, Kevin Costner is probably tipping his hat and smiling. Because if there's one thing he knows, it's that every great cowboy deserves his ride into the sunset.